everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be filming with a little bit of like a noise outside. My neighbor seems to be blowing leaves. Take two. Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is going to be another installment in my weekly Will I Buy It series, a series inspired by Samantha March, in which I basically sit down with you guys and I discuss new makeup releases for the past week, and we pretty much talk about whether or not we're going to buy those makeup products and why. So the first launch that I want to talk about is from Pinky Rose Cosmetics. Now they have a trio of palettes launching. You can get these all together or you can get them separately. The bundle costs $67 and then the palettes separately cost $24.99 each. Now they have Obsessed, they have 80s Baby, and then they have Exotic Peacock. And I really love the looks of these palettes. The only palette that I have so far from this brand is the Bright Lights palette that they launched. I believe it was, I'm not sure when exactly they launched this, but I have had this palette for quite a while and I have been using it extensively. You guys know that I've done numerous tutorials, I have done a review, I've done a first impression, and this is the palette right here. And a big criticism that a lot of people had with this palette was the inclusion of the pressed glitters. People seem to have like different opinions on pressed glitters. A lot of people don't really like pressed glitters, and that was a negative that some people had with this palette. So you can see that with these palettes, they did not have any pressed glitters. Another thing that I do want to mention is that unlike this palette, which includes a very like rainbow assortment of colors, you really don't have like multiple shades of any one color. It's all like just one pink and one purple and one yellow, you know, etc. With these palettes, you have several gradations of each color, and I really do like that. So the palette that I really have my eye on is Exotic Peacock. I love the color story. I like how they went with the peacock theme, but it's not very typical. They have like a surprise splash of yellow in there. They have that purple, and I do like how that yellow looks a little bit more unique. It definitely looks a little bit more muted, and I really do like that. It's a very unique looking shade. I might end up picking this palette up. I love the color story of it. I like the other two as well, of course, but the Exotic Peacock is the one that's definitely popping out to me. I love the look of that palette. It looks so pretty. I definitely want to get my hands on it. Then the next launch that I have to share with you is from Tarte. Now they're coming out with a selection of different items in this launch right here, and oh gosh, they have a remix lip gloss, they have several lash styles, they have a new foundation brush, they have sea glass lipstick, sea glass eyeshadow, basically it's like a liquidy kind of eyeshadow, and a serum, and then a lip serum. The only thing that really popped out to me in any way was the sea glass eyeshadow. Basically it's that liquid eyeshadow that you see in the top right corner that they're swatching. And then I saw the price and I saw that it was $22, and okay, I don't know about you, but I think that that's a little bit steep considering that it's a liquid eyeshadow. I have, like, for example, these liquid eyeshadows from ColourPop, and these are $6 each. So I'd much rather get these than that. So that's just my opinion. And also this Revlon like duo, like, I mean, you can't really get like this specific shade anymore, but Revlon has like these duos where they basically have a liquid shadow in this section, and then they have like a nice liquidy glitter in this section right here. It's actually a glitter mixed in with a glitter glue, so you can just swipe it on the lid, and this is, I believe, $10. So $22 if you're looking for a liquid eyeshadow, in my opinion, is a little bit steep. You can get a variety of formulas that are excellent, that are a lot cheaper. So if you're looking at this and you're like, oh my goodness, those liquid eyeshadows look so pretty, I'd suggest looking elsewhere. Blackmon Cosmetics is coming out with 2 new shades of liquid lipsticks, and these happen to be metallics. Now, I do know that some of you guys do like metallic liquid lipsticks. I personally don't like them because I just don't like how it's a very drying effect on my lips, to be honest, and I don't like the way that metallic liquid lipsticks tend to emphasize the lines in my lips, so I don't really want to go for this personally, but I do really like the shades. I like that the olive tone shade to the right. It looks like very pretty and very like unique looking. I really haven't seen something like that before. I would love to see these in an eyeshadow format. Like if these were eyeshadows, I would definitely be picking them up, but I'm not really into metallic liquid lipsticks personally, so this will be a pass for me. Anastasia Beverly Hills is selling the PR box for the Sultry palette, and if you guys haven't heard of this, basically Anastasia Beverly Hills, when they launched their Sultry palette, they had this like big like deal about the box and how they had like these gold roses, and everyone was like losing their minds over how pretty it was and how beautiful it was, and well, oh my gosh, it was legendary. But they're coming out with a PR box. A lot of people love to like get the PR experience. They love to get like the full PR box, and of course that is understandable. I do think that it's a little bit expensive. I mean, I have no idea how much this box costs to be like assembled, but I do know that the palette itself costs like $40 to $50, so that means you're paying an extra $100 for the entire PR experience, the entire PR box. And I don't know about you, but I think that's a little bit steep. I do think that if you have money to spend and you know somebody who would really enjoy this palette, getting a box like this would be an amazing like last minute kind of Christmas present, or even like a birthday present if someone has like a birthday around Christmas, because it's a very like luxe kind of gift. You get the roses, and there's something like a lot like nicer in my opinion than just like giving them the palette. You can just give them this like full like beautiful like rose kind of display, and I can see that being a really pretty luxurious kind of gift. But that's not what I'm about. Like I'm not in that like, I'm not that customer. I'm not the customer who would like to spend $150 on anybody. So this is not for me. But I can see a lot of people liking this particular launch. Then I want to talk about this next launch, and this is actually another holiday collection from ColourPop. Now this is them collaborating with I Love Sarai once more, and they're coming out with this collection called Through My Eyes, and they have a eyeshadow palette, and then they have two ultra matte lips, an ultra glossy lip, a lip bundle, and the PR box bundle, and then a collection bundle, which will be pretty much the entire collection without the PR box. Now, I personally do not find this like collection in any way, shape, or form interesting per se. Like I don't really think that it's that cool looking. I mean, I see a lot of people getting quite interested in it. I do like the photography on the actual packaging. I think it looks super cool, but I don't really like, I'm not really wowed by this eyeshadow palette because it's not necessarily something that like is inspiring for me, and I already have so many of those shades, and honestly, like, I'm not into it. Blackmon Cosmetics is coming out with this palette that they're calling Vantage. Now, I haven't heard too much about this brand. It is an indie brand, so of course I want to give them a little bit of a shout out. This is a very warm toned eyeshadow palette, but they do have like splashes of purples. They have that blue in there, so I think that this is like a nice in-between palette if you're looking for a palette that can give you a lot of like beautiful neutral looks but also some colorful looks as well. This is a nice all-around palette without being too overwhelming. I don't think I like it enough to put it on my wish list though or anything, but it is like a pretty decent looking palette. I like how they're putting in like the brighter pops of color. I like how they have that very intense orange and then that blue. I think that if you ever get this palette, you can really create some intriguing looks with it, but I personally do not find myself interested in a majority of these shades because I just am not looking for this particular kind of palette. Then Bobbi Brown is coming out with a crushed liquid lip balm. Now, this is quite interesting. This is going to be a lip balm kind of product, but it's very vibrant in its pigmentation. It's very saturated, and they have a variety of shades from nudes to reds. The full coverage of a liquid lipstick with the hydration of a balm and the sheen of a gloss. If you guys saw my trend predictions video for 2019, I'll link it in the cards up here. You guys would have heard that I did talk about how glossy, how more hydrated finishes glosses would become like the norm for 2019. That's my prediction, and I already see it happening, so I do think that that's a viable trend. I think that this is what we're going to be seeing more of in 2019, even though I myself do like a liquid lipstick, of course, when paired with a gloss on top, because I like the hydration, and I don't really like the liquid matte look by itself anymore. I do think that we'll be seeing a lot more of this in the new year, with brands coming out with like the updated, more glossier but still long wearing version of a lip product. I think it's quite interesting to see this. I don't think I'll be getting this particular lip product myself though, because I personally am not altogether interested in Bobbi Brown as a company. Of course, I really have done a lot of research about Bobbi Brown, the founder, the makeup artist. She's very talented, and whenever I was first getting into makeup, she was one of the makeup artists that I really took a lot of inspiration from, and I learned a lot from her videos, from her books. However, I have never bought anything from her brand, and I'm not really interested in anything she comes out with. It's nothing personal. It's just that I'm not. You know, you have those brands sometimes that you just don't want to get anything from, and Bobbi Brown is one of those brands for me. Like, it's just nothing personal to her. I love her work, and I don't think that she cares if I buy her products or not, but, you know, that's just my opinion. Let's talk about this new launch from Venti Beauty. Now, Venti Beauty is coming out with these Mademoiselle plush matte lipsticks. Now, they are going to be available individually, and these are the lip swatches. Very beautiful, very intriguing. I don't know if I'll be getting these. I don't think I'll be getting these, because I actually have been like reorganizing my lip drawers, and now I'm very happy to say that I have them sorted by different colors, by different finishes, and I'm really happy with how I've organized them. And when I was organizing my lip drawers, I realized how many lip products I own, and I called into question the amount of lip products I actually use. And I really don't use nearly as many lip products as I should. Like, I really have so many that I don't use. So I don't think you'll be seeing me buy like a whole bunch of new lip products. Maybe like some here and there, because let's be honest, sometimes I can't resist. But on the whole, I think that like these particular shades are shades that I either already have or are not interested in. I'm just like not interested in some of these shades, and then the other shades I already have. The only shade in here that I don't have would be that yellow. And when I first saw this, I was like, oh yeah, maybe that yellow. Like, maybe I should get that yellow. But then I was like, Anya, your teeth are not like veneers, okay? They're not veneers. Okay, my teeth are normal, and they're not perfect. So I don't think I will be putting a yellow lipstick on my face, on my lips, because I don't want that for myself. I want my confidence to stay relatively high, and I certainly don't want it to plummet. So, moving on. Let's talk about this launch from ColourPop. I probably should have included this with the earlier ColourPop launch, but I don't have any kind of level of organization in my videos, clearly. But these are going to be some lip products that are launching. They're launching with some lip balms and then with a lip scrubs. They're calling these the lippy balms and the lippy scrubs. You know, that's just how it is. And they are coming out with several shades of each. Remember when I said how I was not interested in getting new lip products? That still is the case, but it's kind of hard to resist these lip balms. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I love a good lip balm. I use lip balm all the time. I love a good, like, kind of a glossy finish, and I really do like the idea of a tinted lip balm, especially considering how inexpensive these are. The lip balms are $6 each, and the lip scrubs are $8 each. I'm tempted. I do have to admit, I'm tempted. I think I'll be able to control myself though. I definitely think I'll be able to control myself. I'm very proud of that, but I'm tempted. I definitely am. Okay, so Stila has this new launch. They have several new launches, as a matter of fact. They have these liquid eyeshadows, these Shade Mystère liquid eyeshadows. I don't know why I said Mystère in that manner. And then they also have a highlighting face gloss. Here's the thing. I'm going to be a little bit like, I'm going to go off on a tangent, okay? Get ready. I think that if you have like really pretty bone structure, it's easier to wear like a cream highlighter, like such as this, and have like the effect be really pretty. However, I don't have like the best bone structure. Like oh my goodness, I actually have blue eyeshadow on my face. This is annoying. How did this happen? Okay. This is annoying. But I don't have like the best bone structure. Like I don't. So something like this will not look good on me, because if I'm wearing a highlighter, I need it to be relatively vibrant. So based on the swatches, I don't think that this will show up too well on my face. Then let's talk about the liquid eyeshadows. Now these are supposed to be like duochrome, and they're supposed to be magically transformative. I do like the looks of these. However, I did see that these are limited edition, so of course you guys know that kind of turns me off. I don't like the idea of paying $24 for a limited edition item that much, so I think that this will be a pass on my end, but I do really like the looks of these, but I will not be getting them. Dun 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 dun! These glittery Sugarpill liquid lipsticks. I've already said this before, but I'm going to say it again in case you guys didn't catch it in a previous video. If the lip model puts on a lip product and it looks like this, it's not going to look good on me. It's not, because my lips are not that perfect. They're definitely not that puffy, and they're just like, they don't look as good as that. And if this product looks dry and, well, not patchy. I don't think it looks patchy. If they look dry, and if these glitter flecks do not look super attractive on the lip model, they're not gonna look good on me. So I'm not like I wouldn't, oh gosh, I wouldn't go near these liquid lipsticks with a 10-foot pole, because I'm like, this will not look good on me. It won't look good on me. It just won't. So no, like, it's not gonna happen, Sugarpill. Nah. I like some of your products. I like the looks of your brand. Not this. Like, no. It is vegan and cruelty-free, though, so that's a good thing. Let's talk about this. This is a launch from BH Cosmetics, and it's called the Zodiac Capricorn palette. They're basically going to come out with, like, a selection of mini palettes inspired by the different signs of the zodiac, and with the Zodiac Capricorn palette, I'm just kind of like, this is just as confusing as the mystery of the Zodiac Killer. I don't know what's going on here, and I don't want to know. Actually, no, I kind of do want to know, like, who the Zodiac Killer is, but we're probably not gonna know, okay? And you probably just think that I'm just running off on a tangent again, which I kind of am, but I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, this is a selection of browns, and it's not like a bad selection of browns, because like the swatches look like halfway decent. So I guess like I guess it's okay, but like, it looks so boring, and the picture is not very flattering at all. The picture is not very flattering, and they're not doing themselves any favors. I feel like they're gonna come out with like different colors. So they might come out with like a purple palette with like a gradient of purples. They might do a red, they might do like, I don't know, a gold yellow sort of thing for like other zodiac signs. But Capricorn right now, if Capricorn loves color, Capricorn is not very happy. Haven't spoken about these, I don't know why. Sorry about this, but these are some launches from Wetton Wealth. They're coming out with some Color Icon eyeshadow palettes. These are 10-pan eyeshadow palettes, and they have several versions of these palettes already. I do like how they're kind of duping like several eyeshadow palettes with these, but they're doing it in a classy way. They're not ripping the palettes off. But I think the first one is probably a dupe for the Natasha Denona Lila palette. The second one looks like it's a dupe for the Tropic palette. The third one, I'm not sure. And then the fourth one reminds me of like the the, I forget what it's called, like the Safari palette. That's the vibe that I'm getting. I might be wrong, but like the first two, I definitely think I'm right on those. See, I'm debating on whether or not I need to get these. I think the only one that I really think would be a good palette to get, for me at least, would be the third one, because that's a palette with the least amount of browns in it and the most color, and maybe the first one as well. But I am more interested in the third one. So I actually might get the third one, and I would definitely, of course, tell you guys about it, and I'll do a review, and I'll do first impressions, the whole shebang. Moving on, there's this eyeshadow palette right here. Of course, you guys know that I love talking about eyeshadow palettes, of course, and this is from the brand called The Makeup Shack, and it's called the Nightfall palette, and it's already available, and they have 12 shades, and the palettes seem to be a pretty good size, in my opinion. And they have like a mixture of neutrals, and then they have some color in here. They have that red, they have that yellow, they have that really dark blue, and then they have like a nice gradient of neutral brown shades, which is of course why I'm not getting this palette, because I don't really like too many browns. Like honestly, if at this point, if I'm getting an eyeshadow palette, it better have a majority of colorful shades, otherwise it's just not worth it, because I have so many neutral colors. I could paint a house. I actually couldn't, but like, you get my gist. I have way too many neutral colors than I need, and I've already decluttered many, and I don't need to get more. So this is gonna be a pass for me, but of course, if you like yourself some neutrals and you also want some colorful shades, I do think that if you put a yellow in the crease with like a brown, it can be like a really beautiful effect. Personally, if you like neutrals, you can still use a yellow, but I personally will not be getting this. Okay, so this is a collection of brushes that is launching from this brand called, wait, let me butcher this name, Chikuhodo. This is basically a brush set in which they're using like Japanese brush making techniques to create this special edition of limited edition of handcrafted makeup brushes. And this is like one of those things that, like, if I ever got it, which of course I won't, because I ruin things. If I ever got it, I would have to like be super careful with it and not even use it, because like that's how luxe and pretty this kind of brush set looks. And you guys know I use makeup and I ruin makeup, so I am staying far away from this, but this looks so pretty. It looks really pretty, guys. It really does. Okay? But I can't handle pretty things. I'm like a 5-year-old child. Like, you keep pretty things away from me, because I will wreck them. Then Cover FX is dropping some new primers. They have various primers that have different purposes, including protecting the skin, long wear, dewiness, and mattifying, as well as blurring. I have to admit that if I still was wearing foundation on an everyday basis, I definitely would consider getting these, because I do like the things that they're saying. We all want like that product to really make our skin look top notch, but here's the thing, guys. I'm not wearing any foundation on an everyday basis. I'm not wearing any foundation today. Like, I'm not wearing any. I like not wearing foundation. So this is, of course, a product that will have absolutely no use in my makeup collection, which is why I'm not going to be getting it. And I'm very happy about that, because it's nice to not want something when it's $38. It is really nice. So guys, that is the end of this video. I don't know if I've mentioned this or not, but I talked about at the beginning of this video, I don't know if I am still including it in the final product, but I talked about how my hair looked amazing at the beginning of this video, but how it has a tendency to like really deflate in its appearance. It has deflated. I'm gonna put my hair back up now, because I feel like this was a mistake. But that is pretty much the end of this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. Lots of things that I'm tempted by, lots of things that I am not. So yeah, I mean, like, I think that a lot of times I'm so, like, very picky about makeup launches, and I do like to, like, just be super nitpicky, but that's just, like, I think that's very healthy, because we live in like, this, like, very consumerism-ridden environment in which we are always, like, handed and, like, basically exposed to so much like new product and so many new things that we have to buy. We have to buy this, we have to buy that. And I do think that it's good to be very nitpicky, which is why I like making these videos, because I can be nitpicky. A lot of you guys that actually watch my videos that are subscribed to me really do enjoy those kinds of videos, and I really do enjoy the fact that we can always have like a good healthy discussion in the comments, which is why if you have any opinions about anything that I said, if you want to basically share your own opinions about these launches, if you have your negatives or your positives to say, please tell me down below and I will get back to you. But anyway, that is all I have to say for this particular video. I'm going to be filming something else after this, so I'm just going to leave now. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a wonderful holiday. I will be seeing you basically every day this week, because I do post videos every single day, and I do hope you'll be back for more of my videos, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Bye guys.